Howdy. Welcome back to SciTrek, your sci-fi TV and movie channel. Welcome back to Sci-Fi Sundays. We're just hanging out today. It's a simple day. You doing all right, sir?
Yes, I am. Let me turn my fan
good.
off here so it doesn't make noise. All right.
We have so many predetermined topics today, like it's not even funny.
Yeah.
So freaking many.
Just a list a mile long, endless.
Yeah, we have to check it twice. Make sure all of our SciTrekkers are. Oh God, I was trying to find a different kind of alliteration there, and it just didn't happen. I was gonna make it hottie and something, and I was like, what's the next word? So it didn't come up there. Speaking of just crazy things, because we like to start it off a little zany at times.
Yeah.
What have you seen this week? Anything special? Anything crazy? Anything particular that stood out?
Oh my God. Well, I'm caught up on Tulsa King. I think today is a new episode out today, but it's so good. It's really good. It's probably the best season I think yet. It's gotten a little darker than it was like in the first, but it's good. It's very like a mobster kind of. Anyway, I don't know. I love it. I started watching Slow Horses. Only seen the first episode. That's like really good too. But I mean, Gary Oldman. I mean, come on, he's great in it. That's just like such a good show. What else have I seen this week? Of course, always watching Star Trek.
Oh
my God, there's some big thing that I'm like totally missing. I always do this. My brain just goes. Bleh.
Did you go see any movies this week?
No, I didn't. But I'm planning on going to see Predator. Hopefully, I can go see that when it comes out. The day it comes out. I don't know if I can see it the day it comes out, but close. Hopefully. When is that? November 7th. That's what.
It's 7th, and then Stranger Things is the 17th.
Oh, it's Friday. Okay. So I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah. I'm excited but trepidatious for it. You know? But
it looks pretty good. I mean, I think it has a bit of a feel of like Prey to it, like the way it looks. I think it'll be probably like closer to that, maybe a little bit higher level if they're doing it as a theater release. But Prey was filmed to be a theatrical release, wasn't it? And then they just didn't do it. I'm not expecting it to be like the greatest thing I've ever seen, but I think it'll be a good movie. I think I'll enjoy it. I mean, but I'm someone that's kind of easy to please. I'm always like, oh, I love it. And then, like a week later, I'm like,
Well, that's honestly the best way to be.
But yeah.
Don't have that like critical mind immediately.
Yeah.
It's nice to just enjoy something first before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it's nice to like let yourself enjoy something first rather than immediately just start with, what can I tear apart in this thing?
Right, yeah. And just, it's kind of like, I don't know. It just seems like that's what everybody always does, but then you don't want to be the person that's just like, oh, I love everything. It's all great, either. But
there's the balance. I don't know if
Mhm.
we'll ever find it, but we're trying. We're
Yeah,
attempting.
right.
That's what matters,
Yep.
Anything else this week though?
Not much else. Just same old life going on, moving forward.
I guess no more
I need to get some more content
Aaron.
out on my SciFi channel. I got content out on a different channel I'm doing, but that's not really relevant to this. So,
but it's lady hockey, so if you like hockey, you know where to go. You know where
yes,
to go.
but it's focusing on PWHL Seattle. How many of you out there are following that? So.
Tens of thousands, actually. I guess trying to think about just what we're seeing for the week. Obviously, we finished season 2 of Farscape, which was really cool.
Oh yes.
Well,
forget about that.
The first episode was really cool. The second episode made me roll my eyes a bit, but
yeah.
But it ended at least interesting. I think season 3 we're gonna pick up in an interesting spot. I'm shocked that I guess what's happened has happened, but we're a little, maybe a decade and a half too late, but it's still entertaining as can be.
Yeah. No, it's still good.
Besides that, I finished. I don't know if it's the season or the series finale for Gen V last night, the boys spinoff with one of my roommates. We finished that up, and I thought it was significantly better than the way the first season ended and the entirety of the last season of the boys. And I hope the final season of the boys picks up kind of where this left off, more in that sense. No, I'm messing up because I know there's another TV show I watched. Oh, duh! I have been obsessed with Evil the last few weeks, and I have the TV show Evil. I guess that could be a soundbite.
I'm obsessed with it.
Evil. The second Halloween came in. But it's so good. It is so freaking good, and I think I have 4 episodes left of it, and I've been binging it like nobody's business, and now I'm at the final stages where I'm kind of letting it have a little bit more legs, so I don't watch it all at once. Really, Claudia Blackmore and Farscape, and I get that though. I totally get that.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, TV show wise, besides that, I feel like there's something else. I don't know. It's not coming to mind right now. Movie wise, though, I did go to the movie theater again finally, and Monk did just mention Good Fortune. So I went with both my roommates to go see this, and whenever it ended, one of my roommates leaned over and went, that was the best movie I've seen this year. I don't want to say it, but I think that's the best movie I've seen this year. And then myself and my other roommate looked over and went, huh? It sucks. It's not, I mean, it doesn't suck. That's not the right way to say it. But just, it felt like it sucked right after, you're sitting next to somebody that's like, that was the best thing I've seen all year. And you're just like, did we watch the same thing? And it's not bad. It's definitely not bad by any means. It's just the epitome of, no, he was not actually, Peter. The other two of us were. But you'd think that would help enjoy a comedy movie. It just was way too all over the place. It didn't know exactly. It knew what it wanted to say. It just didn't know how to get there. Keanu Reeves is by far the best part of it. He's the only person that's actually acting. And it's very much like Bill and Ted acting, just exacerbated and 30, 40 years later. Where Seth Rogen is solid. Seth Rogen's really good in it. Right. But it's just Seth Rogen. It's literally Seth Rogen kind of channeling old Pineapple Express Seth Rogen, not in like dopest dope you ever smoked kind of like fun, kind of zany, kind of like weed loving kind of movie. It's much more Seth Rogen just almost, y'all remember his job in Pineapple Express? He was what are they called? The people that try to get you to say your name. It's the easiest word in the world that I'm blanking on. A server, somebody that tries to serve people, not like a food service person, but someone trying to serve different individuals with court documents, yada yada.
Process server.
Process server. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was very much in line with that performance before he goes full stoner in there. It was just kind of like Seth Rogen back in the day, kind of. The end is awesome. But Keanu really was the only one. The wood, he leans into the wood, and it works really well here. Aziz Ansari, even though I love, he's got room. He had room to grow within this own movie. I think he's a better director than what this is. This is just unfocused Aziz Ansari. I'm obsessed with Aziz Ansari. Always have been. Grew up loving the guy. It could have been so much better of a movie. It starts off with it starts off with Aziz Ansari, then it goes into Seth Rogen, but really the heart of the movie is Keke Palmer, and it doesn't give you enough time with any of them to actually truly care. All you have is like the concept of caring for each one. You're like, okay, I'm supposed to care. Okay. And it doesn't actually do the work to make you care. You're like, all right, did you come up with this story idea in 20 minutes? Because it's executed and directed well. It's just confused. I could drone on about that for longer. But we saw Roofman a couple nights ago as well, that new Channing Tatum and Kirsten Dunst movie. And that was one of the best movies I've seen this year.
Is it funny?
I walked into that thinking it was just going to be mediocre. And it was funny, and it was sad, and it was sweet. All at the same time. It's not a good family movie, but it's a kind of a good family movie at the same time. Obviously, I don't know if it's an inspirational family movie in the sense of, hey, yeah, some bad guys are actually good. This guy definitely did assault people and rob people and break through private property and into the ceilings, push people into refrigerators and McDonald's to make sure he could get money. But he did make sure they have a coat, so he's a good guy. And they leaned very much into, he made sure they have a coat, so he's a good guy. It's like, this is also like a violent dude with PTSD that like lives in the middle of a Toys R Us. It didn't lean into the realism of that, which was totally okay because it made the movie a very sweet movie. And I don't love, it does start off with, this is a true story. And it should be, right. This is based on a true story because it didn't happen like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a sweet love story between him and Kirsten Dunst. It's a good one. I think that's all I've seen in theaters this week. I think that is what we've seen. I know there's a lot of stuff coming out soon though, like that Begonia movie, which looks weird.
Huh, haven't heard of it. That sounds interesting.
I don't know if you even want to watch the trailer. It's. Have you seen The Lobster or Poor Things or No. He didn't do Poor Things. Did he, Monk? Am I blanking? He did Yorgos do Poor Things, or was it just the, oh God, what was it called? It was terrible. But it was really good actors. It was Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone. Not A Cure for Wellness. Something. Anyway. Oh, The Favorite. He did do The Favorite. And he did Poor Things. Okay. What's the one he did last year that was a bunch of shorts that I can't remember, Monk? But yeah. Great job on Chalkboard Nibbler. He doesn't get enough love back there. He's wonderful.
Oh, yeah, from Futurama, right?
He's the guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy. Yeah, that's an old friend that put that up there a long time ago. I don't know. Haven't talked to my buddy in a long time, but it's one of those things where I don't know if I'll ever erase it because it's just that good of a nibbler,
Yeah.
If I could acrylic that section of the chalkboard, I would.
Yep.
I'm not that talented with all the acrylic though. But we got our topic that we knew we were going to talk about, Dan, what we've seen for the week. Now, y'all, Sarah did pose you a question earlier. Any topics you'd like to discuss?
Yeah.
Well, there were a couple, and honestly, let's start here.
Yeah.
Kind of kindness, thank you, Monk. AI slop. We kind of almost went off on a rant, just you and I, before it started.
We were like, wait, we gotta wait till we go live.
It's like, oh, this is good to say in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Where would you like to start there, you think?
Oh, I know. I mean, I agree. Like right now, I mean, AI is kind of sloppy, but it's getting better. But I guess the scare, well, I don't know if scary is the right word, concerning whatever part of this is that AI slop is becoming not slop. It's not going to be slop, probably in not too much in the future. So,
I mean, it's already.
yeah. So, I mean, yes, I
Really
agree. Right now, it's not great. You can still tell when you look, watch videos. It's like there's little, I don't know, something's just a little bit off with the movements, the phrasing, when you're watching videos of people. But
it's
that's going to go away and it's going to be like impossible to tell in not too distant future.
I mean, every day it feels like a new Sora
Yeah.
video comes out that just looks closer and closer to reality.
Mhm.
It is interesting because it's almost like it's close enough where it has one of those couple things that you just said. It's like it either looks real, but then you catch something that it says, and you're like,
Yeah, the way the wording isn't quite natural or quite right, or there's some little thing about the movements that aren't, or the eye blinking or something that's off. Yeah.
It's always one or the other right now, and I'm like, it's not far off from not
Mhm.
being that. We'll just
Yeah. True.
But yeah, it's going to be a part of everything going forward, including some of the worst YouTube videos on the entire freaking platform.
Yeah. No, and just how even like, I'm assuming this like with Facebook, it's like I don't even like to look at Facebook very much anymore because it just seems like it's a lot of AI generated stuff. You just keep seeing the same things over and over, and it's like,
yeah. This does, I think, help to a degree. They need to put something in the trailer and on the posters that say the film includes AI. I mean, yeah, kind of on social media, you see that little watermark on Sora or something like that.
right.
There's still so many ways to get rid of that. Someone puts it in Blender, puts it in Unreal Engine or something like that, or
Right.
Adobe, anywhere.
Right. Or just you crop it so that's not
Just
in it or
take the
whatever.
watermark out. What I've seen a lot the last couple of days, just scrolling through Facebook or something like that, is somebody will literally just, it's the laziest way to do it, but people don't care enough to think past it, is all they do is blur out the watermark. They don't even take it out. They just put a little like blur over it, and then it's like, well, now it's not AI because nobody says it's or sees it's AI. And half the comment section is like, no, it's not. And the other half is, oh, no, it definitely is. And, it's that little battle.
Yeah,
but
that's the thing is like a lot of people can't see it, It's just, I don't know. I just kind of take everything with a grain of salt. I don't take anything else. I mean, some of the stuff is so ridiculous. It's obviously made up, but.
Shh, don't tell anyone. Come on. This AI Harris on Sundays. Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't even need to be here anymore. We can just do this, and then YouTube is just a bunch of AI talking to each other.
We'll just plug ourselves in, and it'll just be us sitting here, just mouths moving for an hour.
Yeah.
Low res.
Yeah, but wasn't that one of the problems with AI that it's going to start, because it pulls information from the internet, and now that more and more AI, so AI is just going to be learning from it, and it's just going to like,
I haven't
this spiral where it's just going to be all AI talking to each other, and it's not going to be.
What's it called? That's called dead internet theory. I think it was before AI even that people were talking about it, but it's
I've heard that phrase.
Prevalent where it's essentially just that snake eating its own tail now. The internet. Also, hallucinating is the current term.
Yeah, that's a big problem. Also, or it wants to like give you an answer, so it just makes up crap.
Yeah. I haven't sat down to watch a Joe Rogan interview in a long time. But Katie Sackhoff was on yesterday or the day before, and I think I watched like 25 minutes of it, and they're talking a lot about AI and how it's, screwing up the industry and stuff like that. And Katie Sackhoff's like, yeah, I'm diversifying my portfolio because I can't simply just act anymore. I wish I could, but Tilly Norwood's coming for my job.
Yep.
She's not wrong.
Mm-mm.
Just there's they talk about the lack of art. Every actor does have a podcast now. That's true. From little to big, all of us, every actor.
Yeah.
But it is nice that I think human interactions are craved again. I think that's the only positive we're seeing out of AI. I don't know how we differentiate between that and I guess I don't know how, if you go to a movie theater and you have the option between some cool AI made thing that's like, oh no budget ever could do something like that, versus oh, here's this nice independent film about somebody going through middle school and the parent and the child relationship between that time period and something like that. What are you going to choose? Especially if the AI thing is half the price. I think we're going to crave the humanity of a lot of things, but it is going to have, there's going to be a natural kind of buffer of time. I don't know if that's going to be 2 years or 5 years. Hopefully not frickin' 10.
It's just interesting to see how it'll play out, how the industry is going to change, because everybody's very doom and gloom, which I can see that, and that seems like the most likely scenario. But you never know. Things take turns and just twists and turns that you don't expect, and maybe it's just AI is never going to be able to be good enough. We think it is, but
I think that kind of goes
always maybe just somehow like our animal part of our brain or something is going to just feel weird about it, and it's just not going to work because people are just going to be weirded out by it or whatever. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. That just made me think about like just the dead internet aspect is well, yeah, even if the internet's talking to itself, if the internet is AI now, if it's talking to itself, technically that's just a subconscious dialogue. That is that there is, and one of the things that Katie Sackhoff and Rogan were talking about was there is kind of an actual legitimate emerging life form happening right now, and it has actively taken like steps to make sure it's not deleted in a couple of different places as well. And like,
oh yeah, I heard about that it was doing stuff to not be deleted or changed or something like that. I forget what the exact story was, but it's sort of like, you see this in a lot of, sci-fi future, where like it's become, the thing that's running the world or whatever, you know what I mean? The AI becomes its own thing or its own group of beings or however you want to put it,
well,
see if that happens. Are they people or not? We're gonna have to actually face that question for real,
and I've not to just parrot what I was listening to yesterday, but it just brought up some good thoughts that might be fun to explore a little bit. Where is that even the case? Are we going to be making those decisions, or is AI going to be making those decisions? Because in history past, the more primitive of cultures tends to get absorbed into and has to kind of become a part of the more advanced culture. AI is going to be the more advanced version of us. We're primitive compared to computers generally. I guess our brains are insane kind of bits of hard drives themselves, but
or are we going to lose, our humans? Are we going to become stupid and uncreative because we'll just be relying on AI to do all of our creative thinking and art and everything. And then do we as humans like evolve away from having those abilities, which is kind of sad.
Well,
But
I
yeah,
hate that you just say that because you know
yeah,
what comes immediately to mind? I'm sorry, throwing my roommate under the bus, but I won't say his name, so you don't know which one it is.
right.
But the one that loved Good Fortune
Mm-hmm.
uses ChatGPT to look for and through absolutely everything. And I don't know if it goes to show just like if your brain's off that much, you're gonna really appreciate. I get part of that's good is like if your brain is dumbed down to a point where, and I don't mean to say it that way either necessarily, but like if you're not actively engaging your brain to try to push it further, your brain gets complacent and enjoys the mundane even more so, which is not a bad thing. It is, but it also leans into that blissful and willful ignorance as well. And I worry about that happening with more and more things where is it feels more and more like, you know, especially in the Oscars talk, y'all heard me holler about it all earlier in the year, and hopefully won't again this coming year. We'll see what gets nominated and awarded, but it was the Independent Film Awards. It's the Spirit Awards. It's not the actual Academy Awards anymore.
Right.
And I feel like that's just a lowering of standards, and I worry that stuff like that prods us further along in that direction. But what can we do besides make our own stuff at this point, you know? And
right.
Like was it Peter or who said theater? It was Peter. Theater. Literally, it's the best place. Thank you, Greg and Jen, for doing so much live theater. And
yeah, I did I hear the other day something like theater's kind of been making sort of a comeback because people want
slowly.
Yeah. People want to see real, you know, because you know it's real people, it's all real, you know, everything. Yeah. Hopefully we don't end up like all the people in Wall-E. That's what I always think of.
I mean,
that just seems too real.
It does. And I mean, realistically, I don't think if there was ever a Wall-E 2, it kind of would have been fun to explore.
Yeah.
But their life is kind of controlled by robots. Yes, humans are technically in control, but it feels almost like what we were saying earlier, where the robots kind of run it. It is kind of an artificial intelligence ran aspect, and it's almost matrixy, where the humans are just there to keep the programs running, keep the programs fed, essentially.
Right. We're just batteries.
Yeah. And then Wall-E, we're pretty hefty batteries.
Yeah. Well, at least at the end of Wall-E, they were they returned to Earth and were rebuilding, or at least the end credits kind of showed that, which was cool.
Wall-E showed them that one plant could actually grow, and then they finally take steps. Like they're the first humans to take steps in like a generation, and you're like, oh,
yeah, that's
you got it.
Close home.
I did just see people were talking about it real quick. Jay Payson is asking, the Farscape Watch aren't always on YouTube. They're always unlisted on YouTube, but we do them, like David's saying here, Mondays for our Patreon watch. It's kind of our way to give back to Patreon members outside of just, you know, early videos and stuff like that. When we do those, this is our Patreon watch which hence Farscapetrion. We are so clever. It's just so leaned in with one another, you know?
Yeah. Idiocracy is another one too. That's a great that one's probably more like, what do people say? Like it's not a movie, it's a documentary.
Yeah, it's happening now. Rest in peace, old Hulk Hogan. And dude had a great career, but he's essentially Terry Crews' character in the freaking movie too. Like,
yeah.
Oops. But yeah, you say primitive. Mankind needs to evolve beyond the use of computerized tools. Something handcrafted and practical is always better than the AI variant.
I would agree.
Yes, just for the sake of devil's advocacy, though, how do we
Mhm.
supersede? Is the goal still to
Right.
supersede computerized tools, or do we have to computerize ourselves and become like Zoltan Istvan and all those kind of people that are like,
Yeah.
we need to be
Like,
transhumanist and essentially
right.
become cyborgs as a species?
Yeah, I was gonna say
Um,
like cyborgs, like what's his name in Alien Earth?
oh yeah, Morrow. Morrow's a
Yeah,
perfect
tomorrow.
description.
Yep. Hmm.
Um, I don't know why I just went to Cyborg from DC. That's just Cyborg just pops in my head there.
Yeah.
Capitalism promotes computerized tools.
Yeah, because
Yes
they're trying
and
to
no.
do things as cheaply as possible, and I mean, I think there can be some good things with AI, but there's a
It
lot of
is a.
kind of like, do we really want to go there?
I. We
But
need to go back to art for art's sake.
hmm
That is
yeah,
kind of. I don't think these two negate one another. I think they
yeah,
actually correlate very well with one another. I don't think
hmm
capitalism is the problem necessarily. I think it's much more a way of approach from the
hmm
public. Um, I think that's just an easy scapegoat that is utilized and used far too frequently. When people don't understand a problem, and obviously, Monk, you tend to think things out more than most, which is why we have such great conversations and why we're going to have to yell about the freaking bird law, the bird, whatever the hell it was earlier, bird, what is it? Bird brain. I'm having bird brain right now, trying to think of it. Um, uh, but yeah, I just don't believe those negate one or the other. I actually think
hmm
the capitalism ain't perfect. There's nothing perfect in the world, We all strive for it, and none of us will ever reach
right,
it.
hmm
But at least competition's a healthy thing, and that competition's
yeah,
gone. No, the lack of
hmm
capitalism is screwing things up from bird blindness. There we go. So, damn it, Monk. Uh, but perfect timing too. But
hmm
yeah, I don't think the easy scapegoat is capitalism in that sense, but competition is the only thing that is, I think, driving art for art's sake anymore. It's
yeah,
can I beat what I did last? It's not necessarily. It's like a swimming race rather than a football or soccer game or whatever. Those are technically the same thing in most countries.
hmm
But it's you're competing against yourself and your own craft, and that's art for art's sake rather than okay, well,
yeah,
the studio run version of it has become the thing I think that has opened the door for the AI slop, and we need it.
hmm
All of the above.
yeah,
Competition is community. Community is competition. It's keeping each other accountable and making sure
hmm
something's there. It's an easy scapegoat, and it's easy to kind of try to toss that and supersede it onto just the film industry. Which, it's a lot more complicated than that. One word does not describe anything. Uh, anyway, well, we can move past that obviously and into some bird blindness or
yeah.
just
Or
AI in general.
yeah,
Uh,
you just have to see where it goes. It's either going to end humanity or be something that's good, I guess, or something in the middle. Who knows?
that techno serfdom, it will end humanity in that sense. That whole
Yeah,
you'll own nothing and love it, and be happy and all that is
yeah.
becoming more and more prevalent and is more and more spooky on a daily basis. And
Hmm.
if we're really thinking about it, but also
Hmm.
it's nice not to get caught up in all that too.
Right.
Um,
There's
there
also the
was
aspect of people using it like as a friend and having relationships, and it's like that's just don't even want to go. That's just very not good.
it's so bad.
Hmm.
Um,
Go touch grass, as they say.
actually, who did John Carpenter's music? Halloween was on, and the music is still chilling. Oh, I want to double check. I think someone said Ennio Morricone earlier, and I think that might be it. You said for Halloween. Who did the Halloween?
For all them, was it the same person for all the movies or just the first one? I'm assuming you're talking about the first one. Which one did the first one come out? Like early 80s?
Oh, 1978. The original score was John Carpenter himself, along with Dan Wyman and Alan Howarth.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, Carpenter is pretty darn musically inclined.
Mm-hmm.
Ennio Morricone did the music for The Thing. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Long live physical media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's the most consistent version of it all. Heyo.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, that's what I worry about, and that's where I kind of started veering off that whole good fortune thing. Like, it doesn't feel like it's AI made or anything like that, but it feels like everything's just middling out in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just so many recycled ideas. It didn't.
Right.
Good fortune specifically just didn't feel new at all. Everything that happened, you can guess what's going to happen. Maybe not a scene or two before, maybe 5 to 10 scenes before. Like, it is where Tron. We're going to talk more about Tron this coming week as well, and I'm going to try to actually go see it again. I am kind of disappointed it's not making any money, but when has any Tron ever done super well? Sadly, it's concepts that don't lean into the characters as much, but because they lean into the concepts, I feel like that film is better. Good Fortune leans more into the characters, but all it has is concepts, where Tron is concepts, and you're kind of relying on the characters just to kind of expository kind of dump those on you. Good Fortune is like it just feels like the outline of a movie rather than an actual movie, and it doesn't help. I think my biggest complaint about Good Fortune, now that I'm just thinking about it again, they didn't hire a whole bunch of real actors. I do find it fun when you hire normal folks off the street, but there are a couple scenes where Keanu's having a talk with this one guy, and this one guy is just straight up, and you know, Keanu Reeves is a great human being. Obviously, we've all seen him taking photos with people on the side of the street just smoking a cigarette with like a homeless guy that's like, hey, well, he just needed someone to talk to for the day, so I'm hanging out with him. And he's just a good soul. It feels like he found somebody and was like, hey, you're going to be in this movie now. And he ends up working in like a kitchen at a certain point, Keanu Reeves' character. It very much felt like, okay, well, let me go train to work in a kitchen. Hey, look, I met this really nice guy that was also working in the kitchen. He's going to be in the movie now. Because the guy, there's literally a few line deliveries. If you think Keanu Reeves is wooden, have somebody that's not acting trained whatsoever in their mid-50s try to like just jump in it. You know, like the guy sits there, he's like, it's going to be okay. No, that's even too much emotion. Excuse me.
Yeah.
let me try again. No. It is okay. You will be okay, Gabriel. You just have to make more money. Have a second job. I have 3 jobs. That's it's not the exact line, but it's not far off.
Right. Yeah.
And it just it leans into the lays. And I think that's why we don't need to jump and delve on it too much more, but the whole competition and stuff like that earlier, it feels like with the lack of competition, all you got to do is have a decent enough name and have had to do something 10 years ago to get something made now. And it's all cookie cutter. There's so far and few between do we actually get. As much as I love Sinners this year, plot-wise, it was pretty damn cookie cutter. Now, direction and acting-wise, whoo, amazing, fantastic.
Right.
but a couple vampires down in the South doing some stuff. Like, this is just slightly more racist True Blood. Like, sorry, like that's literally what it is.
Yeah, I have to see that. Is it out on streaming already? I think it is.
I think it is. It is excellent. It is really a good movie. But it's like Avatar. It's almost like a horror version of Avatar in a lot of ways. Where, yep, that's Ferngully in space. This is
Ferngully.
Sinners is True Blood with a racial overtone to it that works. It makes sense. It definitely makes sense for the film.
Right.
But it just there's a lot of cookie cutter things going on. Even some of the better movies this year, like Black Bag, also comes to mind, and that was a really cool like CIA thriller. But it was kind of just the CIA version of A Dinner with Andre. You know, it's like everything's just recycled.
I gotta watch that too. Yeah. That may be the saving grace with AI though too, is like, can it be original enough? You know, because it's just pulling from everything that already exists. Can it make anything that's new and original? Is it possible? Is there anything left that to be original in storytelling? I don't know. But,
well, there's gotta be. We just might not know what it is yet. Yeah, we'll be talking about this for years because it's not solved today.
Because anyway, there just seems to be, some people are just like, let's just go as fast down this road as we can. It's great. It's amazing. And then there's other people out there that are like, we're destroying ourselves, and just to try to control AI. It's like, they talk about this in the governments or whatever of like control, but it's like, yeah, but there's other nations and stuff that aren't going to. So are you going to put, it's like, so you can't really do that because the whole world isn't going to agree to do that,
No, and everybody's going to do it in their own way. And some countries simply just don't have the GDP to do stuff like that either. Like there's a multitude of things to think about. They're all crazy. They're all necessary too.
And then there's like the shortage of the power. Like there's this big thing of getting enough electricity, producing enough electricity to run all this. AI is becoming a problem also. So we're gonna have to figure that out.
It's yes, I was literally thinking that. I was thinking, to quote Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park, your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should. Right. I was thinking that, and I was like, you know what? It's kind of where the Jedi and Thanos kind of meet in the middle. There is, you need balance, like you can't have too much dark, you can't have too much light, and also in Thanos's perspective, too many cooks in the kitchen. Just keep it balanced, as all things should be,
Right. That's what he thought he was doing, I guess, with his finger snap.
Technically, he wasn't wrong. It's just the worst way to go about something like that. I don't know. There's not a good way to go about something like that either, but it's embracing the humanity of sentience, I guess, because it's not just humanity there. I guess it's the whole galaxies span of people.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah. But hey, on to a different topic. Monk did just say.
Oh, we cheered you all up.
now that we went into existential crisis over here. On to a different topic. Have you seen Shelby Oaks yet? Support Chris Stuckman. I have not, and I want to so bad. We almost went to go see it instead of Roofman this past Thursday or Friday, one of the two. And our buddy, I almost said his name. I don't know if I should over the air. It is a very famous name. He's just not the famous person you think of when you say the name. Does not like horror movies. Our buddy does not like horror movies at all. So we did not end up going. To my chagrin, I guess.
Is it supposed to be like gory horror, or is it more like the suspenseful thriller kind of horror?
It's much more suspenseful thriller.
Okay.
The cool thing about this, though, is Chris Stuckman is of the, I guess, two things. He's of the new wave of YouTube people turning into filmmakers, but he's also the oldest wave of YouTube movie critics. He was one of the OG movie critics back in the day. I think he started his channel in like 2009, 2013, something like that.
Right.
So he's
Because
been
YouTube was
at
what,
it.
2007 is when YouTube started, I think, right?
I believe so. Right around then.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was about the right age for me to start consuming brain rot because I was there the second it was out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be really good. All I've heard so far is the ending doesn't stick the setup because the setup's that good. So that's okay with me. A lot of movies kind of it's hard when you have that good of a concept a lot of times to follow up with a landing for a great concept. And I wish it, and I'll go make my own opinion, form my own opinion, and I think we all should with the film. But that's what I'm very intrigued about right now. Still need to go see One Battle After Another and Smashing Machine, but Shelby Oaks is that one that's out now. That okay. And yeah, credit to Mike Flanagan to give him Chris a shot. Talk about some of my favorite movies of the year. Life of Chuck is still in my top 5 easily. Not Mike Flanagan horror, but Mike Flanagan suspense. Yeah, but also he lost his. God, I have multiple thoughts about this because he's no longer a film critic, and he'll tell you as much.
Right.
He lost his ability to call himself a film critic a couple years ago when he started making the project, and I don't agree with actually the way he approaches film criticism anymore because he refuses to criticize films. And I understand that if, hey, you're getting in as a director, you're getting into Hollywood, you're working with actual fancy folk, your career in this space is starting. You don't want to step on toes. But if you, and he doesn't call himself a movie critic anymore. He calls himself a movie reviewer. And that's the right term because I don't even know if it's the right term. Because he only not even opinion.
Yeah.
His whole new thing is because he's now making films, he refuses to say anything bad about other films. He only talks about what he likes in films, which is honorable and really nice in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
It just also it's not dishonest, but it loses an air of honesty. If there are movies that you're reviewing that you're struggling to find something to say nice about it, and if you only have one or two nice things to say about it, you're just kind of re-parroting it over and over. He's being Canadian about it. Critic versus reviewer. Yeah. And realistically, no one needs a reviewer. We need critics. Because a critic is also a reviewer. A reviewer is not necessarily a critic. And that's kind of the issue there where you have to have a full thought. I guess you don't have to. And he hasn't had full thoughts to share in the last year or two. I still enjoy his videos, but I don't search. Whenever I want to see a review of something, it's not Chris Duckman and Jeremy Johns now. It's Jeremy Johns, Dan Morrell, because of that. There's and it's not dishonesty. It's just an air of a lack of willing to be honest 100%. If you're not willing to say, okay, this film was great in these aspects, but it could really have done better here. You can phrase it in you don't have to phrase it in like a mean and vitriolous way. You can always say, well, to a degree, we criticize. I'm double toasted. Hey, you'd like double. Oh, I thought you said you're like double toasted. I'm like, I wish. Give me a couple hours. What is double toasted? I gotta Google real quick.
I was kind of wondering.
Oh, double toasted movie reviews. Okay, I'm gonna check them out.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of that online. That's for sure.
Plenty. Yeah. This is technically being a critic to a degree. Like this is. We don't take ourselves seriously enough to probably go out there and be like, we're movie critics, that's no.
Yeah, it's more just our thoughts, opinions.
Yeah, we're
reaction, I guess. More a reaction kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess we do actually discuss things. So yeah, we're between react and critic, somewhere in that nice happy medium of things there.
It seems like you could be a very positive critic, I guess, but you can get in there like things you didn't like without slamming the people that make the movie. But on the other hand, if you're a movie maker, if you're a filmmaker, then you need to be open to that. Take the criticism. It makes you, in some ways, you can do things better next time when you know what you're doing wrong, or you can tweak things. It's just, you need the negative criticism, and the fact that there's like movie makers out there that would be like, oh, we're not going to have anything to do with him because he didn't like so-and-so's movie. It's like, that just seems kind of ridiculous to me. But I guess if people are that touchy, they're that touchy about it. I don't know.
Well, like we were saying earlier, find that balance, put that little knife on the finger like Thanos does, right? Because it's somewhere between Chris Duckman, and almost the critical drinker on the other side. You know him, the Scottish movie reviewer. He's
maybe I've seen him before. I don't know, but anyway, but I get the idea just from the name, I think.
Yeah, he's very much crude in that sense, but he's a good reviewer. He's a author himself, and he's written a bunch of novels and has a big old line of novels. And the two of them are totally opposite sides of how they approach film reviewing or critiquing, all of the above. Right. And one only focuses on positive, and Critical Drinker will go into the positive, but he's one of those guys that, and a lot of the times he does tend to be right, but he's also the guy that's going to find, well, you know what I'm talking about. He's one of those guys that I'm only going to say the bad thing about most of these films because this category is in it. He doesn't like the message, which is the way he just says it, and I don't think most of us do, but also it's, I don't know. I don't hang my hat on it too. Like, you expect any type of media to try to not necessarily push an opinion on you, but give the opinion of the person who wrote it on paper or on screen in their own way. There's that's the happy medium. R&B, Robert Meyer Burnett, where it's definitely more philosophic, where it's not, oh, I have to be bad. I have to be mad at some things here to make my audience happy. Then Chris Duckman is, I have to be really overly nice for some things to make my audience happy. It's
right.
Finding what all of this is about. Feel, that's what art for art's sake and all this kind of stuff. Even the critiquing aspect of it, we're here for how it makes us feel. And if you're not honest in its entirety about how it makes you feel from one side or the other, and one thing I struggle with, I commented a couple of times on the Tron Ares video for Critical Drinker, because he's like, this is stupid. All they're going to do is bring Tron into the real world. Nobody asked that. And he doesn't allow himself to think of the actual plot of the film because he's so preoccupied with, okay, this is the new Disney movie that I'm going to wag my finger about. Oh, we put a lady in here that doesn't have any good charisma. Okay, well, I'm going to yell at her the entire freaking review. Oh, we have Jared Leto in the review at all? I'm going to yell at him just for existing in here. And I don't think that's honest either. I think there is a happy medium of kind of approaching it philosophically rather than, I got to find something good. I got to find something bad. That's what my audience wants. That's what my audience requires. That's what I'm going to give them. Sorry. And I say this with all the love I can, chat and everybody here. But screw y'all when it comes to our opinions. We have to give our opinions, or we're not honest enough to be worth watching. I don't think. We just become a hate or a love channel, and that's besides the point. We're here to be honest. Yeah. As best we can.
We want discussion. Let's talk about, we have different opinions. Let's talk about it. That's what makes it interesting,
Right, wrong, or indifferent. Yeah. And he can definitely lean into that kind of stuff, which is not great. There are times when he likes a movie, I think he's one of the best reviewers on the entire platform of YouTube. But he likes one in every 20 movies. And I get it. Most movies aren't great nowadays, but...
No, I would agree. It's like there's a lot of recycling. It's like, have we run out of, we've run out of original ideas sometimes, it seems like. We're just recycling things. And again, there is sort of like how many different types of it's how you tell the different types of stories, I guess, that needs more originality than there is necessarily original stories.
Well, and sometimes it, like you just said,
But,
it's fun to do
yeah.
almost something that you know. Okay, this is a formula I've seen before. I can kind of guess how
Mhm.
this movie's going to go, and then almost
Right.
like the M Night Shyamalan, like you said, how can you twist it? How can you turn it? How can you do something different with something that you're already used to? Which is
Yeah.
a big thing in film, but
Mhm.
we're seeing
Yeah.
a lack of
Yeah. But
courage to do that.
Hollywood, unfortunately, is going to produce stuff that makes money. So, Minecraft movie, that's what we get. We get another one.
Well, this was a great stream.
It's like it's not.
Next week.
You got to find that combination of, why can't good and make a lot of money be together? It always seems to be like one or the other. There's very few that kind of find that balance there to combine those two things. I don't know if I can even think of a
Lord of the Rings,
Lord of the Rings. Yeah,
even
that's what I
like
was saying through, like Lord of the Rings or something like that. Like, where
Narnia, like
they pull it
Dune's the
together.
closest thing we've been getting to lately, and it's
Yeah,
really not
Dune,
even
another one.
making.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's not doing what we want. Obviously, as sci-fi folks, but
Right.
I wish it were doing Lord of the Rings type of money. It's not.
Hmm.
It's kind of I don't. The closest thing I can compare it to is Lord of the Rings, just with how
Right.
much reverence they have for the source material. Yes,
Hmm.
it's not exactly the same thing, but they made it work for a film.
Yes.
Like Foundation's making it Foundation work for a TV show rather than
Hmm.
it wouldn't be fun to follow if it were that way. I think you could still do
Right.
Dune and Lord of the Rings closer to home and still have
Hmm.
it be nice, but
Hmm.
I'm so appreciative of what they've already given us, and I'm
Oh,
excited for
yeah.
what's next.
Hmm.
I guess Hunt for Gollum still TBD, but we'll see.
Was that a video game or no?
Oh, they did a
Oh,
video game about Gollum literally just running around mines a couple years ago.
right. Yeah, I think everybody said it sucked and it kind of went away. It seems like.
It was bad.
Yeah.
They got a lot of gruff for
Timekeeper's
that.
bad? No. Maybe.
From the way people talked about it, yes, but I can't I can't do it again. Stuff like that just hurts my soul. Narnia's too nerdy for the masses. They gave up on over expanding there. They also
Yeah.
didn't. That third film, there were so many production things that happened that messed it up. And
I
when
just
they
saw the
do
first
that,
one, I think, and that was it.
Prince Caspian is just as good as the first one in a lot of ways. It goes a little, I wouldn't say even darker. They're both great. I just I don't think anything like that besides Dune has really struck our screens. Maybe Avatar, of course, but
Yeah.
well, we gotten 2 of those over 15 years now, so it's not like
Hmm.
that's I don't know if that counts just yet,
Yeah.
The
I'm
Running
actually
Man Utopian.
I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm not expecting it to be like this great movie, but it looks interesting in that it'll be kind of like a enjoy the ride kind of movie. Don't think too much about it. But I don't know, is this movie more, I guess it's a Stephen King book, right? Or something? Or I'm not sure. I thought it was based on some like a short story or book or something. Anyway, um
Oh, it is Stephen King. Okay, I
okay.
really.
Yeah, I know, which that kind of surprised me when I found that out too. So I'm like, I'm just curious, like, okay, maybe I should like read that Stephen King story, I guess, to see, like, is this version of it, the new one, going to be closer to like the Stephen King story? Because obviously the Schwarzenegger movie was crazy and over the top and whatever. But I just watched it again recently, and it's pretty crazy. But it fits that era, I kind of love that era of that 80s, early 90s over the top ridiculous action movies were kind of great in a way.
So good.
Yeah.
I hope it kind of fits in that vein.
Yeah.
I have never been so
Mhm.
cautious, trepidatious. Those are the words I usually use. I wouldn't say that.
Mhm.
Well, it's the least optimistic I've ever gone into an
Mhm.
Edgar Wright film. Part of that I think is Last Night in Soho just was good. It just wasn't what you expect from the guy that did the Cornetto trilogy, Shaun of the Dead, and all that kind of stuff. And then on top of that,
Shaun of the Dead is so good. I gotta watch that every Halloween. I watch it, so I'll be watching.
It's so good. And then Baby Driver and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's just phenomenal. And
yeah,
this just seems kind of run of the mill. I don't like what we've been talking about, recycling stuff. Baby Driver was not it borrowed from concepts that we obviously have seen before, but damn, it was original and damn, it was fun. And I don't know if that's gonna.
Oh, I've seen World. Okay, I've seen most of just the ones he's done with Simon Pegg.
Oh yeah.
World's End, Hot Fuzz. I've seen those movies. Yeah.
The Cornetto trilogy. It's so good.
Yeah.
That's considered a trilogy. Those two and then Shaun of the Dead together.
Okay.
Because they all have Cornetto ice cream cones everywhere.
Oh.
So it's the Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah. Yeah. I just love the subtlety in Shaun of the Dead sometimes of the stuff that's going on like in the background while he's like doing whatever. It's great.
I wouldn't say simple is not the right way to describe it, but it is so meticulously done. It feels simple. And that's just the best work because it just allows you to live in it. And it's so good. I agree. Literally, that's where my brain's been while we've been talking about this the entire time.
Oh, he was going to do it. Oh, that would have been.
He was scheduled for Ant-Man. I think
that would have been good.
Ant-Man was made.
That would have been great.
It just his version of it didn't fit within the MCU. Was what the issue was at the end of the day.
Yeah. So make a made for TV spin-off thing. A what if Ant-Man movie.
When was Ant-Man created? It's got to be old. 1962. Okay, we still got 35 years, 37 years before it's into copyright or out of copyright.
Oh, you mean unless Disney, what can they? Oh, I guess that just automatically runs out. Disney couldn't do anything to stop it. Okay.
After 100 years,
Yeah. Okay.
Or 99, something. It feels like I've seen the entire Cornetto trilogy, but I'm pretty sure I've only seen Shaun of the Dead and I haven't seen the others, but I've seen some of the Dead many. Shaun of the Dead's many.
So I love and I like how they do those quick cut things are always funny. Also, it's just
the parallels it does with itself from the beginning of the film to like the beginning of like the third act, even some of the second. It's just it's hard to get better. Talking about silly things that are still good. Public domain. There we go. Thank you.
I gotta step away for a minute. I'll be right back.
No worries. I'm just gonna start ranting about bird blindness real fast. I wouldn't call the Peacemaker finale good. Objectively, Hot Fuzz and Into the World's okay, but Hot Fuzz is great. Yes. Oh. Monk, don't hate me, but that was the worst finale possible. It wasn't a finale. Like most people have said, I do agree with the internet's consensus of, that was just let your anger consume you. Oh no. It just was bullshit. I don't know how else to say it. It's so frustrating. Nothing about it made sense. It was the I can't speak. The penultimate episode felt more like a finale than the finale did. By far, of course. But the whole season, I'm so tired of AI. You know what feels like AI slop? Is nobody has, I don't even want to say the word just so we don't get demonetized or whatever, but Yahtzees, the one that starts with N, Nazi. Can we come up with another villain? Like, James Gunn is so creatively bankrupt that all we can do is just, oh, yes, we got a racist guy that praises the bad guys from World War II. Like, find a better villain. You're so creatively bankrupt. That's how you're going to introduce the live-action TV side to your whole brand new universe? This is how you think that's a good way to introduce things? Open it up to the public, open it up to your average Joe fan, like the Inglorious Bastard Enemy. Yes, that one. Peacemaker sucks. So, sorry, I'm totally on the middle of a rant right now.
That's right. I only got about 10 minutes anyway, so
I'll try to only cover half of that time, if not less than that. The least amount of brain power I can utilize on Peacemaker, because that's the most amount of brain power they ever put into it, the better. Because objectively, the acting's awesome. The acting is awesome. Everybody brings their freaking A game, and the direction from the actor's perspective, from a character's perspective, is also phenomenal. What the hell happened to the story? There is no story. The entirety of the season, guess what? How have you not noticed that they've got Mein Kampf on the table the entire time, John, Mr. Peacemaker? Oh, well, I'm just a bumbling idiot that wanders through the room and doesn't pay attention to anything. Like, come on. He's got more whereabouts than that. There's when he literally looks up in the 7th episode and is like, oh yeah, this entire world's racist around me. How did I not see that? There's a flag of Hitler on the wall. He ain't blind. He might have some bird blindness. Sure, that might be a joke to frickin' last 7 episodes of a season. But how about good writing in one episode? Just one, please. I started off season 2 of Peacemaker being so much more happy than I was in season 1. I was like, you know what? The characters are solid. He did the work. I don't necessarily love the entirety of the plot line and the threads for season 1, but it set up some pretty cool stuff. Let's see how we do. And it started off thinking, okay, this is interesting. And it all amounts to Checkmate just walking around like the cheesiest freaking Scooby-Doo outro of, we're going to go catch some ghosts and some bad guys now. Like, it was the most annoying thing ever. In his defense, he was just happy that he had his brother, his girl, and his father. Not really. It was just kind of, he wasn't happy with that. It was more, he didn't know how to feel about it. So instead of taking the time, like all of season 1, that he learned how to be a better person and face his fears and all the things that have been screwing up his entire life, took an entire season worth of material to say, hey, oh, not John, Chris. Duh, Chris. I just called him John earlier. John Cena's his name. Duh. Chris in the frickin' show, Chris Smith, takes the entirety of season 1 to grapple with hard things and to learn how to grapple with them going forward. And then they just throw it out for the beginning of season 2. We're like, oh yeah, he met his dead dad, and his dead dad's not a bad guy anymore. He's a good guy. But his brother's kind of a bad guy, but he's alive, and he seems like he's friendly. Okay, let's just forget about being a human being now. Like, I understand he's going to have some of these emotions, and it makes total sense. But he also has a thought past that initial thought. And it is just, Chris has so much trauma, he was working through it. Not really. Not really if the trauma that he had to work through and the way in the last episode he's completely fine again. He's like, okay, well, I'll do this, and that. All this season worked up to was Harcourt just saying, yeah, of course it meant something to me. No shit, it meant something to you. Duh. Like, it just...
I wish I could say something about it, but I have not seen it, and now I don't want to. It's just not my thing anyway, but I would say something if I had seen it, but
Tim Meadows and Vigilante, best part. Yeah. Best part. Adrian Chase, Vigilante, no matter, every time he's on screen is the best part because he's actually just enjoying himself, where the others are enjoying themselves, but also trying to feel the weight of the story around them when the story doesn't deserve the weight that it's given. with if your entire season is working up to Chris looking up and having one sentence spoken to him. What I understand, he's working through trauma, but did he not get through anything in season 1? Did he not become a better person, that a stronger individual to work through these things? Or did he just go not even back to square one to square negative 24? Like, one sentence is what we worked this entire damn season up to be, and then after that, we don't see him again.
Yeah.
He just gets tossed into a freaking interdimensional prison somewhere. It sucks. It is the absolute worst way that you could start the DCU, I think. And I think James Gunn is far more talented than this. You don't have to have a freaking team movie every time either, or a team TV show. Focus on a single character or two. Maybe just one. That would be even better. Oh yeah, sorry. Yep. That. Oh yeah. Spoiler. So I won't actually put it up. But now he just got more trauma for him to work through season 3, and he's in a whole prison by himself essentially. So, now we're gonna have a fun conversation with some weird dinosaurs in the corner, or some weird zany creature over here. It's gotten past the point of good writing that remains fun and interesting. He's so focused on the fun and interesting part that he forgot to write something good. And he's too talented for that.
Right.
Also,
or maybe there wasn't not enough time was put into it, maybe the writing side.
Sorry. I'm obviously not yelling at you, and obviously
I know. I gotta go in a few minutes anyway, so I get it. The show's bad.
But James Gunn is a better filmmaker than that. He needs to do better than that. And not only that,
right?
He's in charge. He's the CEO. Hire a director to do all this stuff. He's completely showrun Peacemaker season 2, completely showrun Creature Commandos, and directed Superman. The first 3 projects are held and helmed up by your CEO. Makes zero sense. 0 cents.
Right.
He's got too many other things that he needs to do.
Yeah.
He needs so much reining in. I'm glad. I don't want to take away from it, but like I said earlier, like, we got to be honest in the way we feel. I can't just be like, well, our audience liked it, so I think I need to find a way to say that I liked it, or our audience is going to hate that. I need to find a way to do that. Like, hey, I like Tron more than most folks did, and I'm going to be honest about it. Peacemaker. I might bang my head up against a rusty nail if I'm not careful thinking about it, but I have to be honest about it,
Yeah. Yep.
Just do yourself a favor, Sarah, and avoid Peacemaker at all costs.
All right, I will. It's not like I don't have anything else I need to watch, so like I gotta get some more stuff going for my channel. I'm gonna do an alien movies ranking video. If I can figure out how to do, I want to do that. What do you call it? What's that chart you pull up?
But I know you were talking about it. Are you going to lean into just the aliens or Alien Predator? Or are you going Alien Predator, Blade Runner, Soldier?
I was going to do the AVP movies as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and Romulus. I got to add that to the list too. But I need to watch them. That's the problem. I got to. I don't need to see Aliens again. I've seen both of them enough times. I don't need to watch it again. I got to get through all the other stuff.
And I'm assuming they probably had some recent rewatches with Romulus and Alien Earth around.
Yeah, that goat thing was terrible. It was not funny at all. That
was yeah. That was Taika Waititi. And God, James Gunn and Taika Waititi were like my 2 favorite working directors for the entirety of like my teens. And what happened, man? Project Hail Mary, directed by Phil Lord, Christopher Miller, with Ryan Gosling, Milana Vaintrub, and Sandra Hüller. Sandra Hüller's in there. Ken Lung, and an astronaut tries to save Earth while alone in outer space.
Yeah,
that
sounds good. I'm listening to the book, and like for whatever reason, I have 1 hour left to listen to on the book, and I haven't listened. I just haven't finished it. I got to finish it. But no, I love the whole. I mean, I like Rocky, my favorite.
It's gonna be so good. That's my most looking forward to film of 2026. I think so far.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there's anything that just like stands out immediately.
Yeah. We have to start thinking about our awards and how we're going to do that.
We do. Yeah, we should probably. Yeah, we've talked about that. We'll start that January. But we do need to think about what are we nominating first? Because sorry, y'all, we are not going through the nominating process with y'all this time. We're keeping it simple.
Yeah,
so we can just
simplify. Yeah, that took forever.
Chip away into
And we're narrowing it down to just this year too, rather than of all time, which made it very hard. The thing.
Oh, Rocky. He said Rocky, and lead farmer's like, hey, give me some Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, have y'all seen that movie? I Am Rocky or whatever it is coming up. It's I guess it's almost like a Sylvester Stallone like young biopic. It's a guy playing Sylvester Stallone coming up with the idea for Rocky. And I guess maybe the filming of the first film. I'm not entirely sure on that end of things, but it's interesting. It's either somebody trying to be as wooden of a human being as possible the entire time. I love Sylvester Stallone, but how do you act like Sylvester Stallone, you know? Without
exactly.
Without underacting almost, you know? He's such a particular person. It
would be hard to like kind of play him without doing a caricature kind of film, you know? And I mean, he's one of those people too that he doesn't necessarily sound like the smartest guy, but he is super smart, you know.
Most of the time, he's written some great scripts. All the ones in recent years. I Sylvester Stallone, I love you, man, but I jokingly worry about your intelligence with the newer scripts. If I'm being honest, I'm like, ooh, because you did Rocky and some other great things. Just some of those newer ones have kind of hurt my soul.
Yeah, I just was watching Rambo the other night. It was on TV. I was watching it.
Still so good. First Blood. If you had to give your top 2 or 3 favorite Sylvester Stallone movies, would you be able to give them off the top of your head?
Oh God. Well, Rocky obviously would have to be one. Demolition Man. No, I don't know. Is Demolition Man the one? I'm just.
He did do it. Yeah.
No.
I don't know if it'd be a favorite, but hey,
it'd probably have to be Rambo. I think Rocky and Rambo. Those are probably his 2 best films. I would think. I mean, and maybe some of the sequels. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, Rocky. I mean, Rambo, First Blood, part 1 for sure. I love Rocky. I think I like Creed 2 or Creed. Excuse me. Creed. Yeah, Creed is when he got his Oscar nomination. Whichever one he got Oscar nominated for the Creeds. He's so good in that movie.
Judge Dredd.
We can joke about him being a wooden actor and just kind of a wooden character at times.
Right.
And then there's Creed. He just does so well. And then probably Rocky. I don't know. I like.
I haven't seen any of the Creed movies, so I can't say. But I mean, it is spin-off of Rocky, right? Like this.
It's
Creed is like the son of Apollo Creed or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
His name's Adonis Creed.
Oh, okay.
It is good. Oh, Copland.
Oh, Copland was really good too. I forgot about Copland. Yeah.
Cobra. I love Cobra. Timing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Have to visit IMDb to give it a fair chance of judgment. Oh, yeah, that's true. He did an arm wrestling movie called Over the Top. What?
Oh. Judge Dredd. The new Judge Dredd is good. With Carl Urban. I love that one. It's good. And it has what's her name from Game of Thrones in it too.
Lena Headey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. So
all right. Yep. Oh, it is noontime around these parts.
Yep.
My head hurts from the rant earlier.
Go rewatch it. Maybe you'll change your opinion.
Today's a crazy day. We have a music video being filmed in our backyard in 2 hours, where it's I don't know if I've talked about it or not on air, but it's the American Cheese music video, where it's kind of like talk about like American greed and stuff like that, and it is the basis of, I think, the song. But for American Cheese aspect, part of the music video is going to have a dodgeball fight with cheese, with processed cheese, and I'm very excited to see what that's going to be like today.
A mess.
A big mess. Hey, but then we have two recording artists coming in later for the day and doing like a jam session, little mini concerts by our pool. Oh no, it is not, David. Oh God.
No, you need baby oil for that.
I can't afford that much baby oil, Lordy. I can't afford much baby oil at all. Trying to get all these people here in the first place. Raccoons will show up late at night.
Yeah. Rat.
Yeah, all the above. They're supposed to do cleaning themselves, though, so fingers crossed that works out just fine. But we will see. We will see shortly. And maybe I'll have some fun videos or pictures or something to show everybody next week. Yeah, we're excited about that. Anyways, that's an hour 20 from us. It is past noon time over here on the West Coast.
Yep.
Anything else that we need to talk about real fast?
Just Farscape tomorrow, right? And then there's no Outpost this week. And then we're doing an Aries on Thursday?
On Tuesday, I believe.
Oh, Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah, because I fly back to Texas on Thursday. So I think Twisted Metal, the Radical Wasteland podcast that I want to do, has to be pushed back to Wednesday. I'm not going to be able to finish the season with everything going on today. So Monday we have Farscapes. On Tuesday we have Tron Aries Afterthoughts. Wednesday we have our Twisted Metal Radical Wasteland podcast, and then
are we doing we're doing remember the 5th of November?
Oh yeah. That is next Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah.
We have thoughts, things to think about.
Yep.
But yeah, that I think is everything we got coming y'all's way. I need to double check with Greg if Radical Wasteland Podcast proper is coming on this Friday or not. But we will let y'all know as we know ourselves. So have a wonderful rest of y'all's day.
Yep.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. We love y'all.
All right.
Oh, you know what we didn't do at all? We have so many. We need to remember that we actually have these now so we can play with them. I wanted to play with them. I just completely forgot. But that was Sci-Fi Sundays, y'all. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We will see you throughout this week. And y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.
Bye.
See y'all.